You know, Poseidon can be a real whale hole sometimes. I came all the way out here just to hang out, and he's not here. I've been catfished by the god of the sea. Now I'm cold, I'm alone, hungry, and you. It's your boy Zeus, the reincarnated god who's trying to do a little better this time. While we're out here waiting for rescue, I guess. I don't know. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Let's talk about an old fave of mine. I don't think a lot of people remember this one or even talk about it, honestly. Lost at Sea by Bryan Lee O'Malley. If you're a fan of Scott Pilgrim, then you know who Bryan Lee O'Malley is. You are, at least you've enjoyed his works. He's made a movie now, and there's been a Netflix show on it. There's a game. It's a pretty big franchise. But he also has a couple other books under his belt. He's award winning. Like he does this shit, bro. He's out here. Uh 2014 Seconds is really good. I recommend that. And then he's also writing 2016 Snot Girl. I haven't gotten into that yet, but from the synopsis it seems pretty good. He's writing that one with the art by Leslie Hung, who phenomenal like fashion artist. It's so good. I might have to check that out and maybe make a video on that one day. But for now, we're going back for all that to 2003, the far off distant time, the distant past of 2003, with O'Malley's first published graphic novel. First and foremost, I want to talk about the art style. I love O'Malley's art style. It has inspired my own for years and years now. Here it is definitely not as detailed. The characters often have circles for eyes or just dots, and the backgrounds are very messy, um, in a stylistic way. Like it's purposeful. It's grungy. It's marker art, and I've always loved that about O'Malley stuff. It always feels natural. Um, I will say, composition wise, there's a lot of text walls, I would say. Like there's always something on the page, right? It's not always there's not just like random ass pages of no pictures, just text. But it feels like O'Malley definitely put the story over the picture sometimes. And that could be on purpose. I think once we get into the themes, you'll know that the inner thoughts of Riley, the main character, are very important. So often it's kind of hard to portray that with just pictures. It could be that this balance of image and text is a result of this being O'Malley's first book, or it could be, like I said, a choice. I'm not the award winning author here. I'm just a god stuck in a boat in the middle of the ocean. Oh, hello, little guy. You lost too? Okay, so quick summary. Lost at Sea follows Riley. I meant Riley. Damn it, One Piece. Riley, a newbie to adulthood, alone on a trip with not so stranger strangers, Dave, Ian, and Stephanie. The trio are not familiar with Riley really at all, and Riley is not familiar with them very much. The only thing that ties them is that they went to the same school, and it's completely coincidence that they met up during this trip. The trip spanning from California back to their home back in Canada. Riley was on this trip for two reasons. One, to visit her dad, who she doesn't have the best relationship with. He is described as trying his best, but not being the best, The second reason, and the more important one, honestly, is she met a guy online named Stillman, and the relationship they have inflicted feelings that she had not felt in a very long time. Feelings are kind of all we get of this guy, really. Nothing substantial. The most important thing is how he makes Riley feel. Riley feels like she has no soul most of the time. She has kind of deluded herself into feeling less like a real person, and she uses that as an explanation of why she has no real connections with this guy, Stillman, I believe is his name, being the only person she feels normal around. As for when Riley believes she lost her soul, she remembers it being around when she was 14, which is when she lost her best friend, who moved away. Didn't die or anything. I realize how harsh that sounds, but they moved away, and Riley hasn't really felt the same since. Now, despite her recounting that memory, she kind of makes up this hypothetical scenario where her mom sold her soul to the devil for career success, and apparently for some reason old Lucy decided to put her soul in a random cat. Oh yeah, the cats. We should get into the cats. So the idea that Riley's soul was in a cat comes from the fact that during the trip, more and more cats start kind of appearing around her and to her. Ian, Dave, and especially Stephanie help her catch and check these cats for her soul, which it just kind of goes to show their character. W do friends. Not a lot of people would help a girl they barely know chase around random cats in the middle of the night in a foreign country, no less. But back to the cats. Clearly, none of them have her soul. Her mom didn't sell her soul to the devil, and despite what she felt, she is capable of making friends. It's very obvious. I think the cats kind of represent the red herrings we kind of make up to rationalize things we can't or don't want to understand. See, there's a plot point I've been holding off a bit on. When Riley left Stillman, the guy, and started heading home, she found a letter in her bag. Now, we don't know if this is a love letter or what Riley, god dang it, Riley fears is a breakup letter. A nuclear bomb in her bag, as Stephanie put it. Literally Schwarzenegger's relationship in letter form. So with all this uncertainty going on, it kind of makes sense in a nonsensical way that Riley would rationalize her emptiness as soullessness, and these completely random cat appearances feed into that delusion. So I didn't go one-to-one with the story summary because I really do want you to read this book yourself. But if you take anything from this video, I want you to take this. When you're lost at sea and don't know what you're doing, you sometimes get desperate for a sign. You start seeing things. No, you're not crazy most of the time, but the things you notice are sometimes just existing. There's not always some grand sign or epiphany waiting for you, but some people find it helpful to think so. So the next time you're feeling a little soulless, just remember that a cat probably has it, and luckily, souls tend to find their way back home more often than not. So just give yourself some time. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. I know it's been a while, a good long while, so I definitely appreciate it. I want to shout out all my friends who helped me out by drawing little cats for the video, and of course, I want to thank each and every one of you for, definitely liking and subscribing, which you definitely are doing, right? Definitely, right? I hope to post on here a lot more. So, stay tuned for that. And if for some reason you want more of my voice or want to see more of my art, I stream on the Purple app and I post on Twitter and Blue Sky. So check me out. All right, everybody. See you next time, and Hopefully, we'll be a little better next time.